Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis. Now, we actually have a critical live stream today, and the reason why I say it's critical is because we are seeing a major shift in the market. For anybody who is joining now live, for anybody who is watching the replay, welcome to the channel. I hope everybody is having a great day or a great night wherever you guys are. Today, we are going to be addressing a few key things that we are looking for that I've been pretty much watching every single day, and now we finally have some validation on a few things. So, with that being said, let's jump into it. Let's not waste any more time. So, I'm going to refresh this. We do see that the market is up about 4.20%, 420, let's go. $2.18 trillion market cap overall. We do see Bitcoin sitting at about almost 49K again, but I don't care about Bitcoin. I care about Ethereum, up almost 10% on the 24-hour span, up nearly 16%. Now, we do see other altcoins, excuse me, like XRP, up nearly about 3%. We also see other altcoins running. Solana still making huge moves. ADA still making huge moves as well. So a lot of the altcoins right now are really moving. And if we actually come down here to our lovely friend HBAR, we see that it is up nearly 4%, sitting at about 2620. So what actually is happening? Let's jump into it. Let's address a few things. So first and foremost, we are going to be talking about this chart. Now, this is the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is all alts. I'm not going to really include Ethereum just because I don't want to. But the reason why I am talking about this is because look at the huge change from just going back to July, right? So I see a lot of narrative being pushed on Twitter saying, hey, we're still in a bear market, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Today is September 1st, right? So I told you guys, September is going to be a huge month for crypto, especially XRP and HBAR. Now, you guys might be wondering, well, why? What is the huge change? Well, first and foremost, yeah, we could have some volatile price action with Bitcoin, dropping here and there, whatever the case may be. But the idea of it is that every single September was always the building point and the building foundation for a major altcoin run. Right now, we do see Ethereum, we see HBAR, we see XRP, we see a lot of our altcoins making moves against Bitcoin's, slight moves. For an example, Ethereum is severely outperforming Bitcoin right now. That is phase 2 of the alt season flowchart, which I showed yesterday on one of my videos. So, in my opinion, I think that this is the beginning of what's to come for our altcoins. Now, in regards to this looks extremely bullish. We are retesting those highs before we broke out on the altcoin market cap chart. If we actually even go to, we'll say the one just excluding Bitcoin, you could see a little bit of a difference here. We are currently sitting at about 1.2 or 1.26 trillion. That's actually insane to be thinking about that, because we're nearly at our all-time high from the beginning of May. Now, let's actually talk about XRP and also HBAR because they are breaking out. First and foremost, XRP broke above our nice little support zone here at about $1.15. I said that we could get back into this nice little chop zone, and we have. Yesterday was the beginning narrative of that, actually. Now I'm looking for a retest of this X up here at $1.31. I think that could happen later this week into the weekend if the weekend does turn green. Now, the best part about this, and I would say, the most important key aspect to, talk about here is the fact that we have held strong on all support zones. Even going back to Bitcoin, even going back to Ethereum, every single altcoin in this market pretty much has held a strong support zone. Even HBAR. For anybody who has been talking down on HBAR for the last couple of days, which I've seen a lot of people just switching up their opinions, switching up their narrative, saying that, oh, this is never going to happen, this bull run, whatever the case may be. A lot of people are getting to the point of impatience, and I love to see that. A lot of fear, a lot of emotions are coming out now. I love to see that. Now, we do see here, HBAR has been holding the 200-day MA fairly strong. I know it's not exactly on the 200-day MA, but it still has been holding that line from the bottom wick of the 200-day to this topping point here. We have been riding this upward momentum on this nice vertical line, and I have been telling you guys for a long time now that the longer that we sit here kind of trading sideways, the bigger the push upward will be. We've been seeing a lot of, lackish updates in regards to exchanges on prices. For an example, I got an alert today from Uphold saying that like HBAR was down to like 21 cents, and I was just like, what? Absolutely no way. So there's been glitches happening with exchanges. Again, get your crypto off of exchanges. They are terrible. I have links for the Ledger. I use Ledger all the time because Ledger is literally like the best thing since sliced bread in terms of securing your crypto. But in regards to HBAR, we have been breaking out on key significant levels. We actually broke above the demand zone before we even got to our all-time high, as you guys see here. So this looks extremely bullish. Volume has been flowing in as well. And the same goes for even XRP, right? XRP is in this nice zone now, this nice channel before the next major breaking point. We already, stomped out that nice demand zone back here when we were trading sideways back in April before we started pushing 40 plus cents a day. So we are very, very close to major breakout points. And I do think that it is only a matter of time before we do see the next move in the market shift, especially considering the fact that if we go look at Bitcoin is making key moves as well, as we do close in on my X marks the spot point at that 49.3K zone. If we do break out above this and actually hold on back on the 29th, then this could be a major shift for the next bullish zone to break about 52K. So I'm honestly looking at Bitcoin closely here. As you guys already know, I've been watching the entire market, but like I said, I don't even want to talk about Bitcoin right now. I want to talk about Ethereum, because Ethereum should be everybody's main focus point right now, as we do see the next breaking point for it. We actually broke above the lines, or the key significant lines back here from May 4th. This was pre-pump zones, and look at now we're pretty much ranging to get to this nice pinpoint up here at about $4,000. So the next target point for Ethereum right now is 4K. Now, the best part about Ethereum breaking out is the fact that Ethereum dominance has also been breaking out in significant ways. For an example, back here in the beginning of May, when all of our altcoins were really marching up to hit those nice all-time highs and retest them, look at where we were. We were at that 20.52%. And look at where we are now. We are ranging to get to that point again. I think, personally speaking, we could be seeing a major breaking point for all altcoins as we do march later in on this week. Now, I know a lot of people have been calling for volatile price action in September, like myself, and I do think that we will see that. But I think for the most part, September is going to be the changing point that pretty much tells us, hey, listen, stop listening to all the FUD on Twitter about all these people saying, hey, we're still in a bear market, when obviously we are not. I think the total market cap for altcoins, especially, just excluding Bitcoin itself, is telling us that. We are above key levels now. We actually, if we look here and we'll just bring this overall line up, right? So if we look at where we are now, we're pretty much at those levels that we were before we built to the all-time high for the overall crypto market cap. So in my opinion, things look extremely good, especially in regards to Ethereum breaking out, almost getting to 4K, and also Ethereum dominance breaking out with it. But that is not the pinpoint here. The pinpoint here is that Bitcoin dominance has been trying to get to my low target point down here at that X. Now that is 41.2%. 41.2% is a significant level, because if we do look back here, when we officially broke that on May 13th, this was where those alts really started to move. And again, we are seeing that now. If we actually just refresh this real quick, so let's actually look. We're still moving up. Look at our altcoins turning green now. This is exactly the changing point that we needed in the market, where we do see Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin, and now we are. Again, going back to the alt season flow chart, this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see Bitcoin dominance falling. We want to see Bitcoin's price coming up with it as well. When Bitcoin's price goes up with Bitcoin dominance going down, guess what ends up happening for altcoins? They start to move. Not only that, we don't want to see Bitcoin fall while Bitcoin dominance is rising. Pretty much the opposite, if that explains it a little bit better for anybody who is new to crypto. So obviously, these are two key significant levels to watch, but I'm also watching Ethereum closely, because Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin since pretty much all the way back to July. So in my opinion, I think Ethereum and even Solana and a few altcoins like that are showing significant strength for us because they are telling us, hey, listen, stop listening to people on Twitter. We are in a bull market. There's no, signs that are invalidating a bull market right now. Now, in regards to that, I'm also watching the indices, right? Because the indices have been doing incredibly well. Look at the NASDAQ today, up 111 points, right? And this is not even refreshed, so let me refresh it. Almost up 120 points. What's up, Frankie? But we do see that, a lot of these indicators, right, in the market. First off, I've been watching the indices like all week. I've been telling you guys about that. I've been telling you guys that I will be continuing to watch it as well. Everything has been performing very well for crypto to actually move. Now, I do know that September is a very good month for gold. So that could obviously help the market move as well. But I still expect a little bit of volatile price action. It's nothing too crazy, and it's not going to be like, alarming where we drop down to like the low 40Ks or anything like that. But we will see a little bit of a roller coaster up and down. But the indices have been showing strength lately, even regards with what's happening overseas and stuff. What's up, Adam? Welcome to the stream. But we've been seeing a lot of strength with things, even in regards to like what's happening in the world. And yeah, sure, I do think that we will see a stock exchange crash as well as a housing market crash at some point in time due to inflation rates, which I will be talking about in a later video today. But again, I do think that we will see a massive bullish market very soon in crypto. I think that's going to follow pretty much everything. Now, we also look at the dollar, right? The dollar today actually broke down to my key significant line here as well. Now, this is an overall support zone. It is also a resistance zone. So if we could actually break this point, break down below it, retest the 100-day MA down at 91.61, that would be extremely good. And also, not to mention that with the dollar dropping like this, also Bitcoin dominance dropping like this while Bitcoin is rising and Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum dominance is flowing, that is very, very bullish for us. So in regards to that, even when we look at, most of these altcoins like HBAR and XRP, they're showing key significant signs. Obviously, they still need some resistance points broken before we could validate a major move. But I do think that by the end of September, that will be pretty much the nail in the coffin for anybody who is bearish. I think that will tell us, hey, listen, we are in a full-blown bull market. Now, let me just catch up on the chat real quick. So, first off, XRP will skyrocket, no doubt. Hey, Nick, what's going on, man? Hey, boss, what's going on, man? I want to know the best price to buy, 23 cents, 24 cents, 25 cents. So, again, going back to HBAR, right, it doesn't matter where you buy. And I'm gonna tell you guys exactly how I look at things when I buy something like HBAR. So first and foremost, HBAR at its current levels at 26 cents, right? So 26 times 2, 52, right? So in regards to that, right now the all-time high is about 46 cents. Does it really matter if you bought at 23 cents, which is 3 cents lower? Does it really matter? It depends on how what your overall mental strategy is here. Like if you're short term, yeah, you'll most likely want to wait for a little bit of a pullback. But if you're long term, dude, just buy it. Like honestly, just buy it, wait, until it goes up to, all-time high plus, and then, think about selling, whatever. But if you're long term on something like HBAR, first off, if you already know the fundamentals behind HBAR, if you already know what the project is, what they're doing, it doesn't matter what price you buy at right now, because first off, we're at key significant levels, and we're also significantly below the all-time high. So it doesn't matter where you buy at right now, as long as you are long-term investing into HBAR. For an example, I'd gladly buy 26 cents. I bought at 30 cents before, and I even bought below 30 cents. I bought at 28 cents, 27, and so forth, because I'm very long-term on HBAR. I know the power behind it. Now, in regards to that, how soon? Middle of September or late? Like I said, I think September is incredible for crypto. I think by the middle to the end of September, that's going to be the real changing point for everybody to realize, like, listen, we're about to make some major gains. So yeah, I do think that by the middle to the end of September, it's going to be very well. What are your thoughts on Phantom versus HBAR? Did Phantom steal HBAR's DLT? Honestly, I don't know. I don't really like Phantom. I've seen a lot of people like Coin Bureau saying like Phantom is like going to kill HBAR and stuff. Honestly, HBAR is in its own realm. Like nothing is going to compete with HBAR in my opinion. We see like projects like Phantom coming out here and there, falsifying information, this and that. I don't know too much about Phantom. I didn't do too much research on it, to be completely transparent with you guys. All I know is that nothing has what HBAR has, and at the end of the day, that is the overall idea of first off sharding coming in Q4, the massive GC members. Not only that, but we also look at the idea that HBAR, what it's doing in that slow growth period, is doing incredibly well. I think a lot of people overlook the idea that they want Microsoft to join the GC tomorrow, and that's not how things work in this market, especially for something like HBAR that is a full-on legitimate project that is doing slow organic growth. Like HBAR for itself, we should just be happy that we could buy it at 26 cents, to be completely honest with you, because it should at this point be like $2.60+ right now. So in my opinion, I do think that HBAR is 10 times better than Phantom for what it is, just from the overall legitimacy factor. But that's just me. I'm currently holding 1,000, and I need your advice, man. I've been watching your channel a while now. Yeah, I think I answered your question, so all good. Bitcoin dominance is bullish for cryptos. It's time for use cases to determine price and market share. HBAR dollar cost average until your bag is full. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do think that at some point in time, and I've already said it, 2022 into 2023, we will have a massive utility market, in my opinion. I think that that's where the true changing point for if we're in a bull bear market sort of kind of goes out the window, and we're pretty much in a utility market. What is your long-term prediction for HBAR? I mean, long-term, it all depends on what your time period is. Like, by the end of this bull run, I do think that we could see $3 to $6, all the way up to, $10 to $15. So it is what it is. Those are my personal targets. It is what it is. Now, in regards to long-term, like 2025, I think that we could see $50 to $100, to be completely honest with you, especially with how much we are being utilized right now. So that's just my overall opinion. I'm holding for long term and looking for a cheap price. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, I mean, it is all the idea that you had these cheap prices, to be completely honest. And I don't mean to sound like, that guy, but I'm just saying, like, we had